And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. First pitch moments away. On the hill and coming off a great start, Hayden Wesneski. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
The wind of the pitch. Trey Turner stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
First pitch, 7:05.
Up the middle. And no throw. He's into first easily.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Wisniewski keeping him close. And that's outside. Chris, when you think of Kyle Schwarber, how about the impact in the playoffs? He's hit some iconic home runs. The one on top of the Wrigley Field scoreboard in the division series against the Cardinals in 2015. And then in 2022, 488 feet off. Turner runs. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's got what we call light tower power. And even when you have a guy like Bryce Harper on your team and you wow him with the...
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall. Runner tags and goes to third. And time now for the Phillies lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Alec Bohm.
That batting average jumps out at you, and I mean you, Boog, because I know how much you love batting average. And that's because it's the best one in the entire National League. He's been consistent pretty much from day one of the season, and that's what it takes to lead the league and eventually win that batting title. I always enjoy seeing this guy go out there and take care of business at the plate.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back there. Into the bleachers and gone. Bryce Harper blasts one out the opposite way. His 29th of the season. It's 2-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Short hop liner, handled it short. Over to first. And there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. JT Realmuto steps in. 5th in the NL in batting average coming into this one. Going 1.
0-1.
Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
Well, we can see him muscle up a little bit. He's trying to hit the ball a mile. Got to make sure that he stays within himself so that those mechanics can allow him to hit the ball a long way.
In the air out towards right center. And that should be extra bases. Now around second, going for third. The relay, not in time. He's safe. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Nick Castellanos in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Number 6 on the National League batting average leaderboard. Oh, and that liner got him. Over to Hosmer, 3rd out. Bryce Harper brings the power for Philly. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Wrigley Field, and on the hill for the Phillies, Zach Wheeler. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Bottom of the first, here's Nico Horner. The wind and the pitch.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Hauls it in, 1 away. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Ian Happ, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next pitch misses inside, and the count even 1-1. 2021 was Wheeler's year, an all-star as we mentioned, but he also led the National League in innings, in strikeouts, and as well in WAR. Here's a 1-2. And that's in the dirt. And that one a little bit high. 3-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Bounced up the middle. Harrison fires over to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Dansby Swanson stands in. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And the righty deals. Fought off foul.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. 3 up, 3 down for here at Wrigley Field, and now it's Alec Bohm. And the right-hander back to work. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. And a pitch. Out towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
So we'll drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit. Put the ball in the air.
Brandon Marsh now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. He swings and fouls one off. Grounder off the pitcher. Over to Hosmer, and a couple of quick outs. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And now for the Phillies, Josh Harrison. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. That's the third out. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, but they're on top 2-0. Bottom of the second. Now the Cubs four-hole hitter, Christopher Morel. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Next pitch misses. Now 2-0.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
There's a strike and a count 2-1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike 3. And now Seiya Suzuki. There's the strike. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boo. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. And misses inside.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. And the Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at the friendly confines. Top half of the third inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia. Trey Turner. Wisniewski back to work. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Singy, how about this? From 2019 through 2022, Trey Turner had a higher slugging percentage than Carlos Correa, Corey Seager, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Ronald Acuna.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He kind of muscled that one out there, didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he...
Turner runs. Pitch inside. Throw safe. Chris's wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Down and in, moved his feet. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Righty to the plate. And it's ball 4. He missed down low. Well, the bat pretty much taken out of his hands there.
Yeah, he was patient. He didn't chase and go outside of his strike zone. So, you know, you have to tip your cap because you ultimately know that the guy behind you is going to have an opportunity to get it done. And that's what you got to do. Pass the baton sometimes and trust your teammates.
Harper, the next to hit, takes outside. First and second here, no outs. Next pitch inside, and it's 2-0. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 3-zip, and that's a double.
He was all over that one. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shelby and Chris Singleton, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Righty delivers. Taps softly third base side. A swinging bunt. And he picks it up in foul territory. Here comes a pitch.
1-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Schwarber at third. Harper stands at second. No outs. On a line, base hit. One run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and the lead is up to 5.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair, and even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory, and that right there was perfect.
And now it is JT Realmuto. Fouled off left side. The pitch. And that one gets past the catcher. Hoskins into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. The 1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Base hit center field. Bellinger returns it to the infield. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in front of the center fielder.
Kyle Hendricks on to pitch here. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Grounded out his first time up. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Singy, this guy's put together a pretty amazing career. 8th round pick by the Rangers in 2011. Traded to the Cubs for Ryan Dempster a year later. I don't think they thought they were getting a guy who would lead the league in ERA as he did in 2016. No outs. Runners at first and third. On the ground, could be 2. To second, there's 1, and a run scores on the double play. 2 outs, base is empty. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Lined into left center, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he's in at second with a 2-out double.
A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Here comes Bohm around third. The throw's offline. He's saved. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Back-to-back base hits. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now at the plate, Josh Harrison. First offering, and it just misses. Harrison, a former All-Star, hitting 9th in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
2-0 to Cal. Here it comes. And that's through there for a strike. And a 2-1 on the way. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Popped up first base side. And a foul ball. The next pitch misses, and it's a full count.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Time called. Hendricks throws over. Marsh back in standing. The kick, the 3-2. And that one in the air center field. Bellinger makes the grab. And that is that. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's as we go to the last of the 3rd. So up now for Chicago, Cody Bellinger. That's a strike. 0-1.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Next pitch misses way outside.
That was the emergency hack right there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2 again. Hit weakly on the ground. Fires to first on the run. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
The catcher, Luis Torres.
Luis Torrens getting ready to hit. Torrens, 26 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over .350 in his last 10. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball popped up. And puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2. Now it's Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Popped up. Makes the catch, inning over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Not going their way. It's 7-0. And welcome back. Trey Turner at the plate. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Chris, Trey Turner's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. You think speed with Trey Turner, but a guy who impacts the game with his slug as well. Stays alive.
Yeah, he's kind of a thin, wiry guy, but packs some punch with the bat. But I got to say, the speed does jump out, and it's on both sides of the ball where he can change the game.
Kicks and deals. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So a man aboard. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. And first offering is fouled off. Turner runs. It's in the dirt. And safe. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Hosmer in position. Makes the grab, one away. Kyle Hendricks has been one of the best pitchers in the National League since debuting in 2014. And he really runs counter to what we see in the game today. The successful high velocity guys with a lot of swing and miss. He gets more soft contact, but he's been successful nevertheless. The professor, as some call him, Carl, as his teammates call him. Harper at the plate now. That's ball one. Bounce to the left side. Over to Hosmer. Harper retired.
The first baseman is number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
And now the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Definitely an outlier when you consider how the game is played. It's all about velocity. It's all about exit velocity and the ability to slug and hit the ball out of the ballpark. Guy like this, I'm not sure he gets scouted today or even drafted, but his ability to consistently repeat his delivery, hit the corners, change speeds, he doesn't have much margin for error. So to have the level of success he's had at the big leagues is very impressive.
2-1.
That one misses. 2-1. Hammer, base hit. Flying around third is Turner. He will score, and it's an 8-run lead.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Man at first, and up to the plate is JT Realmuto. There's a swing and a drive. Bellinger going back some more, and he brings it in on the warning track. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Back here at the ballpark, bottom 4. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Horner. The right-hander back to work. And a strike in there. Horner, a guy who grew up in the Bay Area, was a huge fan of those late 80s, early 90s Oakland A's teams with Ricky Henderson and company. And Nico loved getting a chance to not only go watch Oakland play, but also the San Francisco Giants. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
In half up to hit. Good contact guy, good defender. And there's a strike.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
The next offering misses. And now it's even 1-1. Kicks and fires. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Just a weak fly ball this time. Harper racing, makes the catch. And now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Real Muto puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Welcome back. Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
The left fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
The wind of the pitch. Late swing, fouled off.
You know, these Phils doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 2. And a good eye there.
1 ball, no strikes.
Next one misses, and that's ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a ball popped up. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on.
Takes it himself for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And digging in for Philadelphia, Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison.
That's in there. And it's 0-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Marsh off of first with 2 away. Line drive. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Phillies strand 1 as the lead holds at 8-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Christopher Morel. The pitch. Ball 1 there. Singy, this kid's quite a story. Super talented. Maybe as good an arm as the Cubs have on their team defensively. One of their fastest players. He debuted at 22 years old after having played 10 games above AA. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Castellanos hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Suzuki batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. The Cubbies yet to pick up a hit here. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. In the air on the infield. Hoskins moves under it. Puts it away for the out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Rios, the next to hit, takes ball one. Next offering misses, and now 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Left-hand batter waits. And now 2-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Back here at Wrigley Field, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Trey Turner. And here it comes. And that one fouled off. Turner, in his 8th season, a career batting average over 300, and he won the Silver Slugger at his position in the National League last year. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Chris, one of the things that makes Hendricks unique, his ability to manipulate the changeup. He can make the changeup do a bunch of different things. He's got about 4 or 5 of them, whether he grips it as a 2-seam changeup or a 4-seam changeup.
Yeah, and that makes it hard because instead of just a standard 3 pitches that you count on, a pitcher featuring, it seems like he's got 5 pitches, maybe sometimes 6, with the way he can manipulate one single pitch and get 2 to 3 variations off of it.
Next one is off the plate, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Now all even up. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit.
Everything came together for him. He somehow got to that outside pitch and pulled it hard into the outfield. Not exactly what you're supposed to do with that kind of location, but you wouldn't know it by how the ball came off his bat.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Harper, an all-star a season ago, 30 years old now, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, he homered earlier in the game, but showing no fear on the mound so far in this at-bat. He's just attacking the strike zone.
This one smacked out to left center. Could be extra bases. Here comes Schwarber around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they now lead by 9.
Picks himself up an RBI. The pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Adrian Sampson.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Hoskins stands in now and watches strike 1. Harper, the runner at second with 1 away. Hoskins pushes it foul. Next pitch is in the dirt. Yeah, the count 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
And first offering is fouled off. Real Muto was an outstanding high school quarterback. Was signed to go play quarterback at Oklahoma State, but when he was scouted in high school, he was mainly a shortstop. Marlin scouts decided after seeing him catch, well, he's under it to make the catch in center, and we'll take a break. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Here at Wrigley Field, here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Wheeler back to work.
Bellinger.
Flips the corner, 0-1. Bellinger measures 6 feet 4 inches, 205 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2013. Here's the 0-2. And ball 1. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes. He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Out towards left center. Castellanos gets under it. Makes the grab. 2 down. Here's Hosmer. He's 0 for 1. That catches the outside corner. Strike 1. Called strike right there.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
This one lifted in the air, left field, and just foul. The Y to kick the pitch. Just missed.
It's a good take.
On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. That's the inning. And the Cubs are down in order. And they're down 9-0. Top of inning number 7. Here's the left fielder, Nick Castellanos. And he deals. Line drive, base hit down the line.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Loop that one in there for the knock. Definitely got that pitch on the outside of the cap a little bit, but he made it work for him.
And here is Alec Bohm. Swings through that one. 0-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Off the mark there. And 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Adbert Alzolay up and loosening in the pen. And a 1-1. That clips the corner.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
The other way. Base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Just a simple soft liner into center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it, and that allowed him to fight it off and just get enough behind it.
Marsh in the box now. No balls and a strike. 1 for 3. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. And the 0-2. That one hit to right. Suzuki has a beat on it and makes the grab. And there's one down. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now it's the second baseman, Josh Harrison. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. Next offering is in for a strike. 1-1 is fouled off. Castellanos on second. Boom. At first. One gone. Oh, right to the backstop. Both runners move up. 2 in scoring position now. And that takes away the double play. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two on, one out. In the air, left field. Happ moving under it. 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Turner in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. This one high in the air to left center. Turner is out, and the inning is over. Phillies. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Good eye right there.
1-0.
Next pitch is outside.
2-0.
And he takes a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Whips it to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
No one gets a check swing. Appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. The 1-1. And a foul ball. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Makes the catch. 2 down.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone. To the shortstop at second, but it pulls him off the base. So the perfect game bid comes to an end, and now we'll see what he's got left in the tank and how they'll play it on the mound moving forward. But Singy, he's been a lot of fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, Boog, really impressive from the very beginning. I mean, this guy was in total command the whole time, attacking hitters.
What do you want me to talk about, Josh? Up to this point.
And now, Christopher Morel. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. On the corner at the knees for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 left for the Cubs. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. And a pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And now here is Harper. Rips that one to right. Suzuki makes the catch. Runner tags at second. He's in there.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Schwarber stands at third with one gone in the inning. Hoskins pushes it foul. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Bellinger drop step going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. And it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot. Turned around and made a nice catch.
It's softly on the ground to third, and he grabs it foul.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Suzuki makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But they push across one run, one hit, no errors, and no one left on. Back here at the friendly confines, ready for the bottom of the 8th. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Christopher Sanchez takes over on the mound. He's making his second appearance of the season.
Christopher Sanchez.
And a pitch. And fires in a fastball at 95. Strike two.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Edwin Rios here, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ball one, no strikes. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. It's softly on the ground left side. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Bellinger up to hit. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Lined, and that's a base hit.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now here is Luis Torrens. And the 0-1.
No, that's a ball.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 1-2. That's inside. And that's down and away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Cubs leave one, not looking good. They're down 10-0. And welcome back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. Sampson back to work. That's hard hit on the line. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
Liner, base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Man at first with one gone. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Ground ball right side, could be 2. On to second, they get 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. 1 hit. Back here at the ballpark. So bottom of the 9th, and now it's Eric Hosmer. The pitch. Off the mark there. Ball 1. Sanchez, a 6'5 lefty. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Here's a 1-1. Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. First offering, misses the mark.
No strike.
To third. Boom. Slings it across. Now only 1 out remaining. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. In there, and it's 0-1. That's to third. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
10-zip your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 10 runs, 18 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Cubs, no runs on only 2 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Phillies only allowed 2 hits in the game as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 10-0. The Red Sox swatted 4 home runs in this one as they beat the visiting Marlins 9-2. The Washington Nationals combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the Seattle Mariners 6-3. The Braves combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 3-1. The Milwaukee Brewers broke up their 5-game losing skid as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 3-1. Matt Carpenter collected a total of 4 hits in the game as the Padres beat the Pirates 8-4. Miles Michaelis got the W and now has 5 this year as the Cardinals got the best of the Astros 6-4. The Arizona Diamondbacks combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 7-5. The Los Angeles Dodgers got 18 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 17-3. Thairo Estrada plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies as San Francisco beat Toronto 7-6. The Baltimore Orioles totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 6-2. Brad Keller collected his 5th win in relief as the Royals got the victory over the Guardians, 3-2. It was their 5th straight victory. The Angels allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd, 7-2. They now have 5 straight wins. The A's starting pitcher, number 38, grabbed win number 6 on the year, helping lead the Athletics to the victory over the Yankees, 6-5. The Rangers got 11 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Tigers, 8-6. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.